I just want to let you know I'm Tina Turner, and when I like it real rough, take it real slow, I like to tune into Cincinnati's conscience. Host Jay all day. Are you turned on? I am turned on. Hey, it's Jay all day, host of Cincinnati's Conscience, the radio show. Only show I know of where citizens are the stars by far. And I got one right in the booth with me. I'd like to throw an O to all the folks over at the Taft Museum of Art. I so appreciate the effort, the contributions. It's a wonderful space. I've had the benefit of working over there last week and this week, and I'm very impressed. One of the folks I'm impressed with is sitting in the booth with me right now. Daphne Thomas. You always flinch when I... What's wrong, Daph?
Nothing.
Daph is here under the official capacity of Duncanson Artist in Resident Program Coordinator.
Yes.
I'd like to welcome you officially. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me back, Jay.
Come on.
You like how I said that. Thank you for having me back, Jay.
I have had Daphne in this platform on a few occasions, whether it be through Sweet Sister Splash or Cocoa Goddess. Very proud of this woman here. Just
Thank you.
if you talk about leading by example, if you look that up in the dictionary, you just might see Daph's picture there.
Wow.
You just might. So I appreciate you. Let's share a little bit with others who you are and how you came by way of this position as a program coordinator.
And I just love when you ask me that question, Jay, because I can throw it right back to you. Just another full circle type of moment.
Yeah.
It was during the time where you would tell me, Daph, go on the Fine Arts Fund website. They always have jobs posted. So I'm like, okay. I'm going to do what Jay tells me to do. So, that's in a nutshell, that's how I found the position.
Wow.
It was right up the alley with things I was doing through Cocoa Goddess with event planning and coordinating.
Right.
So this was an opportunity for me to see what it looks like on a different level.
Right.
So I was fortunate enough to be asked back for the third time. This is my third year doing the Duncanson Artist in Residence program.
Okay.
It's just an awesome program. A little background about it. It started in 1986.
Okay.
Was founded by Joelle McCrae, Doris Rankin Sells, and one person that I'm sorry I can't remember at the moment. They decided that there needed to be a continuance of the African American presence in the Taft Museum of Art.
Yeah.
In the foyer of the historical house of the Taft Museum, as you mentioned earlier, Robert S. Duncanson painted the murals, beautiful murals inside of the home.
You guys have to see these murals.
Have to.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just felt like they're so powerful,
They are.
and many of us. I'm an African American woman. Daph's an African American woman. Really can respect and appreciate contributions of those like ourselves, but more importantly, those who recognize Nicholas Longworth, those people who support these artists, where they would not have been able to grow maybe as much as they had without that support. So that's something that the Taft taught me.
Exactly. And during that time, that was a big deal to have an African American to paint something decorative in your home and pay them for it.
Yes.
So ever since then, since 1986, the Taft Museum of Art hosts an African American artist of different genre to come in and do. There's two components to the program. There are the free public performances,
and there are many of those.
Many of them, which we will talk about.
Yes,
right?
we will. We will.
And then the other component is the outreach with the youth. So we have.
That's I'm most proud of. I think
I am so proud of just to be able to be a convener of the Taft, and then these schools and different youth organizations to have the kids meet artists of caliber that they may not, I'm not going to say they won't, but may not have had the opportunity to meet otherwise. Right. So that's something I'm really proud of with this program.
And we'll talk more about specific programming. Okay. We'll go to a musical break and come back. But what I'd like to briefly do, we'll delve deeper once we come back from musical break. Okay. But can you give some examples of what kind of kids organizations benefit from this opportunity?
Oh yeah, let's see. Within the last 3 years that I've been, we've worked with We've been to Princeton High School.
Wow.
We've even worked, last year we did a improvisation workshop at Elements. So there was an opportunity to collaborate with Elements.
Oh, wow.
We had the orchestra from Fairfield High School come, and then we had our jazz violinist, who was one of the artists in residence last year, John Blake Jr., do improvisation with those, with Elements in Fairfield. So that right there was like this big diverse
groundbreaking
fusion of culture.
Yes.
You know, and it was just beautiful to see what they created in those 2 hours that we were at Elements.
Wow, and what those kids went away with would be far more valuable than any free concert alone.
Yes.
You know, this is behind the scenes. This is amazing. And so I'm so proud. 80 years the Taft Museum has been around. They're celebrating their 80th year in this community. And they have been vital to the growth, not only of the city of Cincinnati, but of this community. And part of that definitely has to do with the Duncanson Artist in Resident program. We're going to throw on a musical track. When we come back, we'll talk more. The only question I have for you is, are you turned on? I so hope so.
I think I see a sign. I think I see a sign. I met an Aries, never on the gameplay. Couldn't keep her hands off. She likes me cause my hands soft. She likes adventure, so we're up and down the globe, spending every single penny, but she's happy just to go. I met a Taurus, something like a chorus, cause I'm hooked on the way she gives me looks. Soft touch, but she's stubborn as ever. She's good at what she does, so of course I let her. Met a Gemini, and she was sexy in the mind. I mean, who could resist two different women at the same time? Dangerous and gorgeous. I want some more of this. Wonderful times to come, I'm sure of it. Cancer, deepest of emotion. She loves the massage with the cocoa butter lotion. Kind-hearted, light-colored in the eyes. Super low, super highs, but her smile is the prize. I think I see a sign.
And I'm feeling so divine, like my stars have aligned.
I said, I think I see a sign.
And I'm feeling so divine, like my stars have aligned.
It don't matter what you are, I just wanna be a star. It don't matter what you are, I just wanna be a star. It don't matter what you are, I just wanna be a star. It don't matter what you are, I just wanna be a star.
I met a Leo. How can I explain the excitement? Phone calls at 3 in the morning. Warning, I'm coming to your place. The grace and the style and the taste. She wears what she feels on her face like a Virgo who has the eyes of an angel. Love how she analyzes life in every angle. Beautiful, intelligent, meticulous, and sexy. Massage your stomach, you will have her breathing heavy. I met a Libra, nickname is Seduction. Flirty as can be, so romantic and I'm loving it. Candlelights around the bathtub in the bubbly. How lovely. Scorpio, who supports me so wonderfully. Oh, she brings my life a show. When she looks into my eyes, I shrivel. So intense, but she's...
You're listening to Cincinnati's Conscience on WVQC.org, 95.7 FM. Okay, so if you listen and you knew the track that we just heard, it's called Star by Jay Skills featuring King Justice Allah. You'll know that we cut in a little bit, but it's my show and I can do that. I'm Jay All Day. You're listening to Cincinnati's Conscience on WVQC.org, 95.7 FM. Both are Media Bridges projects. Get tuned in and turned on to media education at its best. It's right here, www.wvqc.org or mediabridges.org. So I cut the song a little short because we have another guest. Yay! Welcome to the radio room, Nancy Huth. She is the curator of education over at the Taft Museum. Throwing an ode to Nancy. amazing. She stopped in. We were talking about the Duncanson Artist in Resident and programming over at the Taft in coordination with the Duncanson Artist in Resident. And Nancy popped in because she was doing a segment over at our sister station, Sister in Spirit, that is, WVXU, throwing an ode to Kevin Reynolds and all the guys over there and gals, because I don't like to discriminate. Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Jay. How are you?
Oh, so well. Glad to have you
good.
join the party.
Happy to be here.
So we wanted to talk, before we went to musical break, we prefaced this conversation with, we're talking about specific programming now. I would like to share what's coming up through this opportunity of the Duncanson Artist in Resident. Miss Nicole Salter is coming in, doing her performance. And can we talk a little bit about what that entails? What's going to happen?
Yes. We start off the residency with the opening reception that gives the community an opportunity to come in and meet and greet with our artists. This year's open reception will be on October 21st at the Taft Museum of Art from 5 to 7.
That's a Sunday.
That's a Sunday.
Yes.
Yes. Do you want me to just give the whole calendar?
You can give whatever you want to give.
Let's see. October 22nd of Great Merit, the world premiere of that performance is unfortunately sold out.
Or fortunately.
Fortunately, unfortunately.
We did just learn that there was some standing room available that we didn't know about.
So we would highly encourage you all to just come out.
Definitely.
Take the chance. There is a good opportunity that you may be seated.
Yes.
But just know going in that technically we are sold out for that event. October 27th, which is a Saturday.
And before we go to that, that's at the Ensemble Theater Cincinnati.
Ensemble Theater Cincinnati.
Throwing a theatrical ode to those folks over there.
Yes, most definitely. And they're located on Vine Street.
Yes, indeed. In the heart of OTR. Get it? Yes, I'm sorry. Please continue.
That's okay. So October 27th, which is a Saturday, we have the theater workshop with Miss Salter.
Wonderful.
I forgot to mention, Nicole Salter is an actor playwright.
Yes.
She has been commissioned to do a one-person play about a specific time in Robert S. Duncanson's life.
Yes.
So that will be very interesting to watch.
I'm really excited.
Well, yeah, I mean, actually, we that's true, but we also, because I worked with her closely as we were doing the commissioning contract, and we actually just commissioned her to write a play about the life of Robert S. Duncanson. But she's made some really interesting choices about exactly what part of his career she's going to focus on, and then creating, I don't want to say too much, but there's more than one character, and it all has a really lovely structure and makes a lot of sense when you see it all together.
I've had the pleasure of sort of experiencing this from behind the scenes, and it's fascinating. It's so important sometimes to understand the educational process along with the entertainment factor. And so it's been a great opportunity to kind of explore and educate myself on the contributions of Mr. Duncanson. And to see creative, artistic people provide a platform that we can all enjoy as well. So please continue. You said Saturday the 27th?
Yes, Saturday the 27th is a theater workshop, and we are gearing this workshop towards the youth 10 to 13.
Okay.
It gives them the opportunity to kind of go through the acting and playwriting process with Miss Salter.
Wow.
That is from
1 to 4.
1 to 4
Okay.
at the Taft Museum of Art.
Okay.
And then we will wrap up the public performance portion of the residency on October 28th at the Taft Museum of Art again. And this is a family performance, which is a shorter version of the of Great Merit.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't have the opportunity to make it to the Ensemble Theater Monday, please call and make reservations with me, 684-4528. All of the Duncanson Artist in Residence programs are free and open to the public.
Oh, I think this is a wonderful opportunity to not only engage adults, but young people.
Yes.
Again, the Taft Museum of Art has made it part of their mission to include outreach education.
Yes.
And this opportunity is one that I think not only adults, again, but families can benefit from. Come down and see the play together as a family. It's a great way to engage the community in that way. You can also come down on Sundays for any of these events, and the museum is open for free. So spend the day at the museum and then come down and enjoy specific programming that is wonderful. Wonderful. Go ahead,
One more
ladies.
thing. I'm sorry. That the performance on October 28th at the Taft, the family performance, is actually 2:30 to 3:30.
Okay. Okay, so make sure, and if there's any questions, if you're unsure, please go to the Taft website,
yes,
taftmuseum.org. You can do that.
You can register for the events online as well, or you can call me.
You can call Daphne.
Yeah.
Call Daph.
Call Daph. Thank you, ladies. I know you have to run. I didn't know how much time we had, so I wanted to make sure we were able to get in all pertinent information. Was there anything else you would like to share? Anything else coming up?
You probably talked about Nicole a little bit. She's been in town before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, she has been at the Playhouse a couple of times, I think. She wrote a play called In the Continuum just out of grad school. And I believe the Playhouse produced that.
Wow.
A few years ago. And then last
Maybe
spring.
about a year and a half ago, she was in G's Bend.
Was it that long ago?
It's been
yeah, she was in the G's Bend cast. I think her character was Sadie. So she's been in Cincinnati a couple of times before, and so folks in Cincinnati may be familiar with her from those other performances.
Wow. Well, welcome back. I am so excited about this opportunity. Again, not very often we were talking about young people maybe not being able to have the opportunity to meet professionals of this caliber, but I think there's a lot of citizens. There are a lot of citizens who may not have opportunities like these, and so I encourage folks to come down and please take advantage of these free opportunities. I mean, again, it's important. It's important from a community aspect. It's important from an education aspect and from an arts aspect. I'm Jay All Day. We're going to go to a musical break. I'm dedicating this song to Nancy. We listened to it on the way over. It's by one of my favorite bands originating from OTR, Over the Rhine specifically. It's Jay All Day. The only question I have for you is, are you turned on? I oh so hope so.